Wow, I need a haircut. I need a haircut really bad. Jesus, that looks disgusting. I actually had an intention to go cut my hair today, but it didn't work out. Hey everybody, welcome to the Rebel Chumps channel. Got the Saber Trio Mira with me, and sitting here in the bed, playing a bit with it. I thought I was just gonna make a live stream for the heck of it, talk a bit about the upcoming changes for the YouTube channel and yeah, just bring it up a bit. I'm gonna watch the Rise of Skywalker next Saturday. Hey, how you doing? Lightsaber, awesome. um I'm gonna see Rise of Skywalker next week. Hey, Shadow Gamer, how you doing? And yeah, deciding what saber I'm gonna take with me. Super excited for the one from Sabermacht, the Spectre. But this is a really cool lightsaber as well. Nice stun setup. This is from their recent RTS cell. I took off that little bottom piece. Not right after this, but I will do another Battlefront 2 live stream today. I was a bit frustrated earlier today. It didn't work out that great, so we do that afterwards. But I just want to do a quick PSA for the YouTube channel. I'm doing vertical live stream. Well, this phone is really poopy. But yeah, I'm gonna basically depart from making lightsaber reviews, of lightsabers that are in a certain budget range. So I'm not gonna do lightsaber reviews anymore of lightsabers that are basically up to $200. So that means I will do less lightsaber reviews anyway, because I just want to get like the stuff that I really enjoy the most. And then you have to really think about high-end lightsabers that cost really quite a penny, like the Vader's Vault Hero Gen 2, or the Solos Hold Asash Ventress Hills, which are like 1,500 to 2,000 US dollar for just an empty hilt, or the Sabermock Spectre, and a few other ones. But um, nice, nice, nice. Good to see that. But I'm gonna no longer do the reviews of the budget lightsabers. Let's say all the Apprentice line lightsabers from Saberforge, the Eco line, the Shoto line, um, and most of other, or like all those lightsabers that basically fall in a budget up to 200 US dollar, which is the most popular range of lightsabers, of custom lightsabers, I should say, for most people, because well, a lot of people, including myself, have to work with a budget. So it's the logical step. But the thing is, let me get it. Let me get the lightsaber. Make some light. The thing is, for me, I just don't feel as satisfied buying lightsaber products that are in that price range, because I really feel that most lightsabers that you can buy in that price range are often just alloy tubes with some horizontal or vertical serrations on it, some standard finishes such as the weathered finish, silver finish, the plain finish, whatever. There's a few options, and most of the cases, those particular hilts I don't feel satisfied with. I always sell them within. I always sell them in a short time, in a short periods, because I just don't like it. I do the review, and then after, the lightsaber is going away, because I just don't feel like super comfortable with that hilt. There's not much to it. I get bored with it. And the only fun stuff, the real cool stuff that I like, as Stitch says as well, is the higher end stuff. It's the stuff that is 300, 400, 500, 600, 800 US dollar. Those are the price ranges I look mostly to for the lightsabers that I like. And then I'm even like putting example for a good examples to me, which lightsabers are boring to me. I reviewed some of them, and just give you an idea. So, for example, the Vader's Vault Brawler or the Vader's Vault Fury. Those are very plain, simple hilts. Those are the hilts that are easily I get bored with. Same with the what is that? The Vader's Vault Revan, or all the Saberforge Apprentice hilts. they're very simplistically built. They're just an alloy tube with some serrations, some stuff exterior, but not much to it. It's just the basic design. And those kind of hilts are really getting bored to me. Like it's really getting to me. Like I really feel like so bored with that stuff. So I really feel like I don't want to spend my money on that anymore. So a lot of people ask me like, when are you gonna review this lightsaber, that lightsaber, or whatever lightsaber? Often it's like a lightsaber they want to see reviewed that is in that price range, and that's exactly the type of lightsabers I feel really bored with. Now in that price range, you also got like a lot of this kind of stuff. So this is probably stuff I will still focus on get, like core band, empty hilt, etc. But that's an empty hilt. Let's say an empty hilt, 150 to 200 US dollar, no electronics inside, nothing. So it's already quite expensive. Just an empty hilt that you can put down and look at. There's nothing in there. So honestly, what I'm gonna shift towards to, and that will be complemented with the occasional lightsaber that I'm gonna purchase that I really like. And then again, I'm talking about the lightsabers that I really want to have in my collection: the Vader's Vault Gen Hero 2, the Sabin Spectre, which I have on order, the Solos Hold, Shash Ventress Hilt, or Watto's Junkyard Adventures Hilt, yeah, Ventress Hilt. Those are the lightsabers I want. I honestly, a lot of the lightsabers I've seen, I've reviewed, I've done, the more simple lightsabers that just are basically a tube, a long tube between 10 inches to 14 inches or 16 inches, and it just has the plain standard like custom lightsaber features. Those are the ones I'm gonna skip on. I'm not gonna spend my money on this anymore. I do. By the way, don't get me wrong. I love this lightsaber, by the way. So don't get me wrong. I love this. But it is a little bit the type of sabers I'm talking about. Not this particular one. I really, really like this one. This one is a keeper. But there's a lot of lightsabers that are like outlined the same way, right? You just have the hilt, you have some serrations, you have some basic stuff. Those are the ones I'm going to skip on because I really feel like I don't really have to have them in my collection, basically. I really feel like they don't add a value for me in my collection, and they still cost me at least between, let's say, 70 US dollar to 200 US dollar, including shipping, tax, and whatnot. So it's still not cheap. Instead of that, I'm going to start collecting Hot Toys. Star Wars Hot Toys. So I'm going to move that money to, instead of buying those lightsabers I would not be super satisfied with, I'm going to spend that money on buying these Hot Toys figures because they're highly articulated, highly detailed, fully whatever. No, there's beautiful, beautiful statue figures, dolls, how you want to call them. And for that price range, you can have a lot of Star Wars, like beautiful sculptured faces and whatnot, instead of a very basic lightsaber that looks like a glorified flashlight. That's what a lot of these custom lightsabers are in that price range. They're just glorified flashlights. They don't really breathe that much of Star Wars. They're not cannon hilts. They're not cannon hilts. They're not inspired by, well, there's loosely inspired by cannon hilts and whatnot. The Saber Trio Arc Light is fantastic, by the way. Really beautiful lightsaber. Yeah. And the Mira is, I do like it a little bit more nowadays because, well, this is the latest the latest saber I acquired from them. It's all black with gold accents and amber/yellow blade. I really, really like that. But yeah, the Arc Light's fantastic. But I do have to say, going forward, those kind of lightsabers are not the ones in my radar anymore. So if I'm gonna do lightsaber reviews, I'm not gonna look at those kind of lightsabers because I really want to be picky about what I get. I really want to get lightsabers that I like for me. They're for me, and I do a review of them, and that's it. I'm not. I don't want to get in that space of just buying lightsabers to make a review for you guys, and then after don't feel really satisfied with my purchase, sell it again for a loss, and always lose money on my lightsaber purchase because I'm a kind of guy, I don't like to collect hundreds and hundreds of one product. Let's say I don't want to have 100 lightsabers in my house. I just don't feel that. I don't like that. I want to keep it personal. I want to keep it special. I want to have only a couple of lightsabers that really awestruck me, and that is what I want to have. I really don't have the need of hundreds of lightsabers in my collection. I never was that kind of person. I just want to have a couple of pieces that are amazing, and I rotate a couple of other ones that are like the disposable lightsabers. Um, that being said, so that's gonna change. I'm gonna really crank into the hot toys because a few things. Hot toys, of course, originate from Hong Kong. I lived there for 10 years. My family comes from there, so I want to support Hong Kong. I really want to support a Hong Kong brand and have these beautiful, beautiful sculptured figures in my house. Not millions of them, just a couple of them, and focus that towards on the YouTube channel with my content. So that is one big change. The model kits, the Star Wars model kits, I love them. I keep doing them because I really feel that is a big part of what I like as well. Very affordable Star Wars figures to build and whatnot and make. I choose on purpose not to go into the 6-inch route of the Hasbro Black Series figures or the Bandai Fig Art figures because I feel little figures are a little bit too cluttered. They're small, but also they're not that detailed. They're not that amazing. I want to have like wow, really amazing figures from Star Wars, and that's why I go for those. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Sorry, I'm not saying hi to everybody, but that's the reason why I go for the Hot Toys, the Star Wars Hot Toys. Not all of them, but a nice, really nice selection of them, and that will start soon. No worries, dude. Then just tune out. Go watch something else. Take care. And that's an important part. Um, that's yeah, a nice saber, right? This is the Saber Trio Mira. Highly recommended. Check it out. Really beautiful lightsaber. I like it a lot. All black with gold accents and a nice gold blade. So yeah, I really gonna change that up, guys. That is also was a big reason why I stopped doing YouTube. I think a half year to a year ago, because I just got so burned out with doing that stuff. Um, it just doesn't satisfy me to spend that much money on budget stuff because it's really budget stuff in the custom saber collecting community. It's still considered budget stuff and. There's plenty of people they're really satisfied with one or two of those lightsabers because they only will buy one or two lightsabers in that price range. I just want to have the big. I want to have the big bangers. I want to have the big stuff, the good stuff. But that's gonna limit me to one or two sabers a year, and I'm gonna be fine with that. And instead of that, I'm just focused on the Hot Toys figures, the Bandai Star model kits, and not to forget, I will be building lightsabers on commission base for you guys against a no commission fee. So I just do it as a hobby, from a hobby point of view. I'm not gonna make try to make money out of it. Some people say, well, you're gonna spend a lot of time to actually build lightsabers. Well, I consider that as a part of the hobby anyway because I like building lightsabers, and from that will be the source of more custom lightsaber reviews as well. But I'm not gonna sorry guys, I'm really not gonna pursue all your guys wishes and questions about these budget lightsabers. Nice name there. Budget lightsabers, and from again often from Saber Forge or Alter Sabers, the Apprentice line and whatnot. I'm not gonna pursue that anymore. I don't want to spend my money on that, to be honest. So unless it come on my path, like I do lightsaber build commissions and those hilts come on my table, or it's a troll don't. I can't say your username. I can't say it. I cannot say it. Um, yeah, no, it's not. They're not crappy. The lightsabers at $200. Don't get me wrong. They're not crappy lightsabers. They just don't satisfy me. Like they don't have all the details. They don't have. They're just cool hilts. They're simple empty tubes with light and sound and whatnot. But they're just basic. And I don't really directly see that in a Star Wars movie or something. Good examples would be the YDD lightsabers. They're cool little sabers, but I really don't feel like I want to spend another 70 to 100 US dollar to review one of those sabers because it's my money, and I'd rather spend that money towards a really awesome Hot Toys figures that is either new or secondhand. Because in that price range, there's a couple of there's quite a bit of offerings of Hot Toy figures that I can pick up. So yeah, I'm just gonna focus more on that. To be honest, not that I don't like custom lightsabers, etc. I just feel like the market of that range of that price range is totally flooded with so many different brands, and they're all a bit the inspiration is a bit out of there. Out of in that price range, the inspiration is a bit done. You also can see it in the cost, etc. What it costs to make these kind of lightsabers and what you get. And yeah, I just have like very specific wishes, and that's just the reason for that is being that I just have done so many lightsaber reviews that I now have a good an idea of what I like and what I don't like. So that being said, hopefully that cleared up a little bit. But let's talk a little bit more about this lightsaber. Although what I'm talking about also basically comes down not this particular hill because I really like it, but lightsabers like this as well a little bit. Have nothing to do with Saber Trio. It's just me. That's me. I'm just loving lightsabers, but at some point it overlaps. It overlaps these different brands, etc. They overlap. They're the hill designs and whatnot, and I feel like there's too little difference between them to warrant spending another $100 or $200 every month to get these kind of lightsabers to review. Getting views is nice on YouTube. That's of course what you want, but for me, I'm like I don't want to be an outlet. I don't want to be my purpose. I don't want to serve a purpose of just reviewing products for you guys so I can get the views and I basically serve your needs. I do it because I like it, and that's the most important thing. But anyway, let's talk about this awesome lightsaber. I didn't do a review of it yet, but man, this is such a beautiful lightsaber. I like it so much. I'm super happy with the fact that I took an all black lightsaber. It's actually the first time I have an all black lightsaber that is just all black powder coated, because it will weather over time. So over time, after handling it a lot, it will weather down, and I want to have that natural weathering that I inflicted on the lightsaber. That's the first time I actually want to have that. I don't want to have a pre-weathered lightsaber. No, I want to weather the lightsaber myself by actually handling it. So really beautiful lightsaber, got of the RTSL. I'm actually very happy. I initially want to get this particular hilt. With a just a black switch as well, and then a cyan blade. But with the RTSL, this one was up for sale, and I told them, no way. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna get this lightsaber, and I'm just gonna let fate decide that I have a yellow / ember blade. And actually, I really dig this. I really like the ember yellow blade. I really like this color. Like I really like this color. Together with cyan. I think it might be more favorite color than red nowadays. Like I really, it can be still used for Sith. Like it still has this warm, hot glow to it, a fiery glow, and I really dig that. Spartan Lord says you're gonna get the Hitoran V3. I'm not gonna pursue it at the moment, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest now. I'm just gonna set your expectation, but I'm not gonna spend $100 to $200 on a Hitoran V3 myself, just to review. But I will open my own web shop where I will be selling their products as well. So what also automatically will happen then, I will be able to get these lightsabers in my hand, and then I will do the review. So that is also how I'm gonna do my reviews. But I'm really not gonna spend my own money at the moment, or yeah. I'm not gonna period. I'm not gonna spend my own money anymore on these kind of lightsabers just to do the reviews for you guys, because I can put that money in buying really cool Hot Toys figures. So yeah. Yes, the lightsaber commissions, and why it didn't start yet is just the simple reason that well, we had that whole family thing going on, and that played for a whole bit of time already. So I'm gonna wait till we have our own house, we get the key, etc., which hopefully everything goes good. Thank please mashallah that we get it. And once we get it, then I can do it from the home, and then I will be start building. So yeah, I'm excited for that. And then you guys can just send sabers with your own electronics and whatnot, and I will build that for free, because these lightsaber commissions are really extremely expensive. They really range between 50 to several hundred US dollars to just get a commission, and yeah, I'm not gonna charge anybody anything to you guys. So yeah, I don't want to do that. I just want to keep it a hobby. Gives me an opportunity to review your lightsaber, send it to you guys, and you guys have fun. I want to bring fun to the hobby, and I got some comments from some other YouTubers about me being toxic, or being how you call that, sensationalist and whatnot. And of course, that is a big part of YouTube, clickbait, and making fancy videos that people like to watch. And that is also a little bit of a way to bring your excitement about something to the market, or to in your videos. So I don't feel any yeah, I don't feel bad about that or anything. What I want to say with that is that I forgot what I want to say with that. But yeah, that is, it is what it is. But I want to do something back to the community by giving you a free lightsaber commissions, repairs and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, it's part of the hobby. I enjoy building stuff, and I enjoy being part of the lightsaber community. And if I can do things in my way, then I do it like this. That's cool. So yeah, that's it. Nah, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I had a good thought about it, and I really have my own way of doing things, and I have my own mindset. So I just gonna pursue that. And yeah, and the thing what I just told about these kind of lightsabers in that price range, I'm not gonna review them more because they don't satisfy me, and they still cost a lot of money. And the return of investment on YouTube isn't that great, because YouTube can always decide to decommit. No, it's okay. It's always like that. It's okay. I mean, it is, the community is have very strong opinions in the community. But um, what I wanted to say is that yeah, I do have now a clear mindset. So I like to make YouTube videos, but I don't like to make videos of products that I spend my money on that I just don't enjoy as much. And that's really a lot of those lightsabers in that price segment, especially with Saber Force Apprentice Hills. They look cool on the website. They're the first couple of days they're amazing in the hand, but then they're pretty simplistic, and then it's like, yeah, it's just a cool alloy tube with a cool looking emitter. It isn't as exciting and amazing as some of the higher end stuff, but you take like you make a you take a trade off. For a trade off, you take have a cheaper lightsaber that's more affordable, but the trade off is it isn't that fancy, etc., and that cool, and that's detailed and whatnot. And that is always getting to me. Like after a couple of days, weeks, I'm always like, yeah, this thing is actually. I don't really touch it anymore. It still costs me around $200. It's on my shelves. It's not doing anything. I never play with it. Excuse me. And then just get rid of it. Oh, a newer. Oh, really? How many TV spots? How many trailers does the new movie get? Because they have like hundreds of them. I think they already showed half the movie by now. Like if you put all the trailers together, I think you already see half the movie. I'm already not looking them for a couple of weeks now. I only saw the one trailer, and I did not watch any of the other ones. Okay, nah, okay, I'm not sure what it is, but okay, I'm not watching it. I'm not gonna watch it. I just want to go in there blank into the movie. I did that with The Last Jedi, and I did that with The Force Awakens, and that is the best way for me. Um, Yeah, I think so. I think they're scared. I think they're scared. This movie will not do as good in the box office as the other movies. So I don't know about that, but I just gonna enjoy the movie, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be better than the Last Jedi. No pun intended. I'm sorry I didn't like that much that movie. But I think it's really gonna tie in all the plot holes and whatnot and make it a really good overall saga. I think so. That I think this movie is gonna super glue all those broken pieces together of the saga and make it into a really awesome overall package. And then you're gonna enjoy the Force Awakens and the Last Jedi a lot more because you know how it will end in this Rise of Skywalker movie. But that being said, I just let myself surprise, and we will see how it goes. But yeah, I really feel happy. I'm just finally get this out of my chest now because I'm always a bit struggling on this YouTube channel. Like, oh shit, how do I approach this now? Like, I don't have 10, 20 lightsabers to review readily available for you guys, and then I'm thinking, geez, why I put so much pressure on myself? Why I pressure myself into buying lightsabers just for the sake of doing a review? So and I like, yeah, this is makes no sense at all. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be burned out with making YouTube videos. So yeah, that's why I better be very open and honest about how and what, and then we just move it from there. So yeah, that is also a bit unfortunate. If you guys were looking for a review of, for example, the new Saberforge Fallen lightsaber or whatnot, I get it. Some of the lightsabers are really cool, but yeah, some of them they're just not gonna give me the itch for really cool custom lightsabers. They're not gonna scratch that for me, so I'm just gonna skimp on those. Maybe the Jedi Fallen Order from Saber Force is not a good example because I really like that one actually. But a lot of their elite hilts, even a lot of Saber Force elite hilts, I will just completely overlook and never touch and never review because they just have something about them that I don't like. So maybe get the Vader's Vault Fallen Order saber. Yeah, maybe, but you know, I like the hilt design, but it's not all striking me. Why? Because I didn't play the game yet. Maybe after I play the game, I'm like, wow, I need to get that lightsaber. I need to own it. I don't have that yet. I probably will get it after I play the game. But even in that game, early on, I think already you changed the lightsaber. So it's like, he only got it for a little bit. It's not his main lightsaber throughout the whole game, as I understood it. So I don't know. I don't know. So what does work for me? Luke Skywalker's lightsaber from Return of the Jedi, basically the Vader's Vault Hero Edition. Why Vader's Vault? Because I really liked the first generation, and that one was big, too large, etc. So I sold it twice. But I really want to get one from Vader's Vault again because I feel like they nailing down the aesthetics in combination with the electronics and that combination of how you can unscrew the different parts and access your battery and whatnot. I think that's for custom lightsaber perfect. Yeah, a Luke fan, say definitely. Yeah, and I feel this is really important. Like these custom lightsabers, that you buy them because you really feel attached emotionally to them. Like it's either a canon hilt because you really emotionally attached to Rey or Anakin or Luke, or a custom piece for let's say a custom cosplay you do, or you want to have a couple of lightsabers to duel and spin with. Now, for me, dueling and spinning sabers, those are the type of lightsabers I really don't care about. They can be anything as long as they do exactly what they need to do and they are very good at it, like the Pastor Shiva, love that thing. It does exactly do what it is. It's a very plain hilt. It's not like my personal choice for a Jedi or a Sith, but it's very good for its purpose. Dueling and spinning, perfect. That's what I love about it. It's also not shying away from the fact that it is just a plain Joe lightsaber for $40. That's exactly what it is, and that's what you get. And it's very open about it, and that's what I love it so much. But I love these lightsabers in the price range to the YDD lightsaber price range, for example. YDD sabers are a very good sample. They're just very plain. They're just there's nothing about them, and they're simple hilts, and they feel like tubes, and I don't like that. So anyway, whew, another lightsaber I feel emotionally attached with is Asajj Ventress, of course. I love her as a character. I think she's super hot and amazing and super badass. So that is a lightsaber I must have. And of course, Kanan Jarrus lightsaber from Sabermach. Sabermach, in my opinion, makes the best version of Kanan Jarrus lightsaber. I had owned the one from Solus Holt, which is very beautiful, but I didn't like how the way it assembles and how it comes together. Too much pieces that are glued in, etc. For a lot of people, that's no problem. For me, that is a problem. I hate pieces that are loose or glued in. Like if I know there's a shroud glued in or something, I hate it. I just don't. I just don't like it. Already hate it. This thing is fantastic. It's a one piece hilt, so that's fantastic. Hey, no worries, no worries. Um, so yeah, that is one of the few things that I always look, the construction of the hilt, like how is it engineered, how does it work with the electronics, etc. Yeah, because of one of the team love Kanan and demand that expected to be the best version. Yep, that's true. Because what I like about the one from Sabermach is a trade off between the best way of installing the electronics, the best way for real life usage, like the finish and whatnot, and the dimensions. Like it's not like overly bulky, etc. It's just the right dimensions and whatnot, and that made me fall in love with that version of Kanan's Jarrus lightsaber. So yeah, that is one of those reasons why I gravitate to those lightsabers. But again, the lightsabers that I just mentioned, they're not cheap. They're rather expensive. Like my Saber Spectre is well over 700 to 800 US dollar. Um, because it has a CFX with NeoPixel, of course, that is a choice I make. But even then, I think started price is around $400. Then the Vader's Vault Hero Gen 2 is also around 700 to 800 US dollar. Yeah, and the other ones I already talked about. So yeah, they're not cheap, and that's the stuff I like. That's exactly what I like the most, where I feel super excited for. Like I'm all over it. But yeah, that's often a range where I can say that I can buy one of those lightsabers maybe a year, maybe two max. That's it. Like I cannot splurge out with those kind of lightsabers, and those are the ones that makes me exciting about collecting lightsabers. Not so much the budget stuff that well, I call it budget stuff, but it's the step up from the Force Effects lightsabers from Hasbro or Park Sabers. Yeah, they cost you around $200 or something like that. But yeah, this is very simplistic. Or you have the alternative, these kind of empty hilts, but they're empty. You still need the electronics in there, so you need to spend another 100, 200, 300 US dollar, depending, of course, if you're gonna install it yourself or you're gonna have an installer do it for you. But yeah, again, you're looking at a hilt at least 300, 400, 500 US dollar for one single hilt with electronics in there. So the budgets for those kind of custom lightsabers are rather high, and of course, rightfully so, because you get a lot more. So that's the thing, and there I say, you know what? I'd rather have a whole bunch of really beautiful Hot Toys figures on my shelves and have these really beautiful sculptures and whatnot of their faces. And yeah, I like that more. I like that more. So we're gonna focus on that. So that being said, hopefully you guys had a bit of information with that. So yeah, if you, I know some people will just not see this video and keep asking, hey, when are you gonna review this lightsaber, that lightsaber? I will try to refer them to this video and say, hey, listen, just check out this video. But there's plenty of other YouTubers that go for the views, that just want to get all the views. They just want to get all the lightsabers. They either really love collecting lightsabers that much that they really want to have everything and have doubles and triples and whatnot, or they're just going there for the views. And yeah, having the product is just an added bonus. But basically, more important for them is the views, so they can monetize and get subscribers. And I can understand that's the way how YouTube works, of course. But for me, that is not what I got into for Collecting lightsabers. Okay, we've got some questions here. Is the mirror cuffed until it spins for? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm in this Airbnb house, so I'm not gonna spin it in this room. I did downstairs, but it has a really nice choke point here. This point here, which makes it excellent for spinning here. Really nice. This is a really good spinning location. It's a nice beefy hilt as well because of course it has the MHS threading system. So it's the same thickness as an Ultra Sabers lightsaber. So if you're an Ultra Sabers person, you feel super comfortable with this hilt. And you have the bonus that all the Ultra Sabers pommels you have will fit on this lightsaber as well, and vice versa. But yeah, very nice hilt. Feels really good in the hand. Really feels like a Rom Kota-esque lightsaber. So that's really cool. I like, oh, excuse me, I like that the button recesses instead of sticking out like Saberforce has. Saberforce, it actually sticks out from the top. But yeah, really nice. Very cool lightsaber. Super happy with it. And yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. So that is the big change because it also allows me not to be burned out with collecting lightsabers and yeah, generally being excited about new lightsabers instead of buying something that I just don't feel satisfied with. I'd rather spend 750 on an vengeful mace than something. Sorry, the chat is sometimes really fast. Okay, can't see the chat. Oh, here we go. Top chat, light chat, super chat. What is it? Can I see the chat? Oh, here we go. Thanks. Also, how does the weight compare to Saberforce apprentice hilts? Well, in terms of weight, I would say it's on par. It's on par with the average apprentice hilt. It might be a little bit heavier because it's a thicker hilt, and it's an well, actually in terms of length, it's not that long. This is only 10.5 inches, which I was surprised about. It feels like a 12-inch, but it's only 10.5 inch. Don't know how that works out, by the way, but it's set on the website that it's 10.5 inches. So next to it, my my was it? Woot! So this whole Snips lightsaber, you can see, yeah, see it's definitely shorter. This is, by the way, a really cool lightsaber as well. But again, this is empty hilt. This is an empty hilt. Costs you around $250 US, just the empty hilt. I still need to install it, of course. But yeah. You see, that is what kind of dilemma I get into. This is the kind of stuff I like, but it's not the kind of stuff I easily can afford because it's extremely expensive. It's empty hilt, so I need to be installing electronics as well. So this thing easily, with a nice soundboard and whatnot, easily will cost you around $500 US installed. This little hilt here. So yeah, that is a price class that I'm not like I can't keep doing to just review lightsabers and collect lightsabers. So I'm gonna make trade-offs there, and a lot of that will be going towards Hot Toys figures. So excited for that. I love to support Hong Kong as well, and yeah, so that's that. I'm hoping to get a CFX mirror with laser engraving. Awesome, go for it. You're gonna love this saber. How much does the US, I don't know, Ultra Sabers Mace window? I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, that's sorry I have to say that as well. Ultra Sabers is not on my list of lightsabers that I'm gonna collect. So, of the future custom lightsabers that will come onto this YouTube channel, I already was not really into Ultra Sabers that much, but I'm just gonna say Ultra Sabers is probably not gonna happen on my YouTube channel because I just don't feel the hilt designs are not really my cup of tea personally, and I can understand people love them, so I'm fine with that. I'm just saying I don't want to spend my personal money on that. So, but yeah, if there's one coming on my table when I do the lightsaber commissions, oh man, I'm gonna review the heck out of it, of course, and yeah, get a good feel for it. That being said, I'm gonna end the live stream. So that was my little video. For some people, it was apparently boring, and that's I can understand. But I wanna just make a note of that. So, in case everybody asks in the future, or somebody asks in the future, hey, why are you not reviewing this and this and this and this and this? Well, there's other YouTubers that buy everything and review for the sake of making reviews. One particular YouTube apparently buy a lot of empty hilts and review empty hilts. And I always feel like I did that for a bit, and then nobody really cares about empty hills. Like reviewing empty hills is like reviewing the box. Like you want to see the lightsaber light up and the sound and whatnot. So empty hill reviews are just a means to, on a budget, review every possible hilt just for the sake of views, and that's it. So that is a choice they make, and yeah, if they like that, they like that. But I don't think it's really genuine. I don't think they're super genuine about their intentions, and they just want to make views on YouTube, which, well, whatever. Um, so yeah, I'm not gonna do that. At least not anymore, and I feel comfortable with my decision there. So thank you for watching, guys, and no worries, no worries. It will be exciting, and I'm super excited to start building lightsabers because that is in the pipeline so long. Got almost everything ready. It's collecting dust. I got really beautiful soldering stuff and whatnot. I'm completely ready. And Stitch, that lightsaber is coming to you. um, and sort you out, because it takes so long. You get that thing. I just gonna send it, and there's nothing that you have to do basically. So I'm gonna send that thing to you, and don't worry about it. It's on me. So thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye bye. See you.